Hi there, Evan from the Chronicle, where the future starts today. For July 24th, 2019, I've made the argument on here really for about 2 years now that the Canadian housing market was and is the Canadian economy. And the wealth effect from rapidly increasing house prices was the big driver for economic growth really since the end of the Great Financial Crisis, which we came out of relatively unscathed. Now, to further illustrate this point, RBC put out a great chart here, I'll overlay it on the screen here, talking about Canadian housing share as a percentage of GDP. And as you can see, really from about 2008 onward, it went from just under 20% and then peaked out in 2015 at just under 23%. 2015, of course, that's when housing started going down in Alberta from the oil bust. 2016, Vancouver detached peaked. 2017, Toronto detached peak. And that share has slowly been going down ever since. Look, at the end of the day, the Canadian housing market was and is the Canadian economy. We shouldn't lose sight of this. And it speaks to a bigger point here. Remember the video I did about a month or two ago where I stated you should have a bigger rainy day fund than you otherwise would. 9 months a year, if not more if you could. Or remember, the Canadian housing bubble at its peak was bigger than the US housing bubble in 06, 07, 08. And when these bubbles unwind, the damage can be a lot bigger and a lot more than people think. And that's all I'm saying. Because when the economy falters, ultimately it leads to job losses. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen to you, but look, in a recession, there's an increased likelihood of this. And with a bubble as big as it was, the likelihood, unfortunately, got bigger. And I want to make sure y'all are prepared. That's all I'm saying here. Now, for the reasons the bubble got as big as it did in the first place, I've mentioned in previous videos. I won't get into that here. And my final point before we go here, I'll overlay a chart right now of Canada's true money supply. And as you can see here, our money supply growth took a rapid turn down about the middle of 2017, and something like that has always preceded a liquidity event, usually 2 to 3 years down the road. So what I'm saying is, look, when you hear in the news out there how we're out of the woods, everything is fine, it isn't the case. Okay? And I'm going to keep coming on here and keep doing my best to make sure you have the information you need. That's all there is to it. Okay? And really, that's all I'm going to say. Smash that like button, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and as always, I'm Evan. This is the Chronicle, where the future starts today.